Hey everybody, it's Matt here, and this video is going to go over cold email and the things that I've been seeing work and not work to make a successful cold email campaign. So it's going to be very actionable and very specific. So let's get started. The cold email in pretty much any marketing funnel is going to be the top of funnel in the form of outreach. And we could either go to a lead magnet, we could go to something like a webinar, we could go to something like a live workshop or a community, or we could just go to our site in the form of, do you want to book a call with me? So there's a lot of different things to do with cold email. For sure, most people are going to do it directly to their site or directly to book a call, but there's a lot of things that you can and should try. And cold email is a worthy addition to any B2B business and any marketing campaign. A lot of people will kind of shit on cold email or say it doesn't work or it's spamming. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But just like paid ads, just like content, and just like partnerships, cold email and outreach are a very, very important part of a campaign. So when we're talking about cold email, we need to have a cold email offer. And if we don't have a cold email offer, it's not going to work, because think about cold email in comparison to you meeting someone in real life or you getting someone referred to you. It's just a matter of you have absolutely zero authority and trust built, because it's not like they even see your face yet or even know who you are. So because of this, we cannot use the same tactics and the same sales strategy and that kind of stuff with cold email as we would with a referral, for example. It has to be much, much, much better. So the things that make up a great cold email campaign are the correct list, a good offer, a script that not necessarily a world-class copywriting situation, but more like you just don't screw it up is even more important. And then I also have other, and I'm going to go over all of these different things and what you need to do for each right down below. So I like to start with other because there's a lot of things that affect your cold email campaign that have nothing to do with the campaign itself. And what I have here is you want to make sure that, when you search for your company name or for you as a person in Google, you want to make sure like stuff comes up. So what I do is I put my business name inside my YouTube name. I put my business name inside my LinkedIn name and all that kind of stuff. Because if they Google your company name and nothing comes up, that's going to make you seem like a pretty big scammer. So someone searches 1000x leads, multiple search results, reviews, Facebook page, LinkedIn, some of my videos. Let's go to page 2. Me on LinkedIn, me on Twitter, that kind of stuff. My partner, Leo. So very, very important, in my opinion, to just sign up for a bunch of different stuff, social media platforms, put your company name inside them. And it's just very important to have it like that. The next thing is we want to have a VSL on our website. And the main function of this, more than to even try to convince them to buy, is just to show your face, let them hear your voice, and maybe have some free actionable advice that they can do, whether they book a call with you or not. So VSL right here, very, very important. I'm going to mute it because I don't want it to play in this video, but you can just, search it. And mine in this case is a 56-minute training on how to do lead generation. So the next is going to be a case study on the site. So right away, case studies, we have a bunch of different ones. Active YouTube channel is the next most important part. So Matthew Larson YouTube, or we could do it from the search results. Even if you don't get a lot of views, just you having an active YouTube channel, because a lot of people will see your cold email and then they won't reply to it, but they'll do exactly what I'm saying here, where they're going to search for you and then watch your YouTube videos and then, okay, click on it here and then sign up somehow. Very common thing to happen. And that's why all of this works together. And that's why you need all of it to succeed, because it's not a bunch of individual parts. It's how it all works together. Very, very important. And then what I also like is to have a conversion mechanism on the site. So a conversion mechanism, in the context I'm using it, is either a webinar or a live workshop or a newsletter or a community or something like that that can capture their contact information, or just a normal lead magnet in this case would be fine. So on our site, we have a bunch of different trainings. We have like that kind of stuff, X, Y, and Z, but it's just very, very good. So ours is going to be a group. And if you join our group, it's a school group. So that will be our conversion mechanism. And I'm just going through this to show you that like this is actually how it works. The next one is the setup of the cold email. These 5 things are going to really make it more effective. So the first thing we want is a Slack notification. So we just might put instantly Slack notification if we were using instantly, and just have that. So when you have a channel in your Slack, and you get a respond, it will just show up so that you know, like, okay, I'm going to be doing this. I need to be notified right away, because it leads us to the second point, that the number one metric, in my view, for success in cold email, like the number one thing in your control that you could do right now, is reply faster. So if you replied within 5 minutes of them responding to you versus 2 days, you're just going to book a lot more meetings like that. And leads me to the next point. When you do this, you want to book the call for them. It's going to get you a lot more meetings, and it's going to be a lot less friction than you just sending them your calendar link. Just nice things to have, maybe 10 to 20% more meetings this way. Once you do that, you want to have them on an email flow that sends them all the information as well as a video of you. And then you want to send them your text message reminders. You can do that through Calendly or whatever. I do 24 hours before, 4 hours before, and 1 hour before by email and SMS. And this is kind of the setup you need to get a lot of meetings. So we want to have everything else set up so that if they Google us or something, they somehow find our site, that's going to be good. We want to have the setup so when they respond. And then for our cold email itself, like usually what I would be doing is just keeping it simple, more about not screwing it up than making it super amazing. So I do a simple subject line. So, for 1000x leads, it's lead generation question, something like that. Intro, I'm emailing you because I see you own a marketing agency. Our program helps you build an entire marketing funnel in 4 months with step-by-step instructions, just like we did for maybe one of the case studies I showed on the screen earlier. I have a Loom that shows you everything you need to know. Mind if I send it over? And the cold email script is done. 50 to 75 words. Keep it very simple like that. Before I wrap up the video, or the second part of this, is I want to show you how I make a list. So I did an example here because in order to have a list, we need an example. And I chose an e-commerce email marketing agency. So the list, what I would do is I would export it and set the filters to the United States only, title founder, employee count, 3 to 5, maybe 3 to 10, with technologies used Shopify. This will give me a good cold email list of smaller size stores using Shopify with, the decision maker in the United States, because that's where most of the money is. I'll set up your major flows, your welcome, your abandoned cart, your post-purchase, your win back for $3,500. And my script would be something like, email flow question. Hi, what's your name? Or hi, whatever your name is. Hi, Matt. I saw that you own a Shopify store. I can set up your email flows like I did for Jason's Shopify store, whatever it is. You just need to fill out a form with all the information and we do the rest. Mind if I send over a Loom with the details? And that will be it. And that's really what you do to have success with cold email. The things that I think people go wrong is they have, the wrong list. If you're not emailing the right people, like that's not a good start. But more than that, they just have a really confusing cold email that's too long and it goes over the mental threshold where, this is a wall of text that I'm not even going to read. And then they don't have a clear offer. It's just, when you're selling to referrals, you really don't even need an offer. It's just, I do email marketing. But when this one, you need an offer that you can implement for, they pay X, they get Y, and it's going to help them either make more money or save them time. So I hope this cold email video was helpful and it's full of actionable advice. Let me know in the comments and I will see you in the next one.